Welcome, Libra Scorpio, to your new moon in Taurus reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. This new moon reading will include the chakras. So let's get in here and see what's going on with you guys. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. And cross watchers, of course. Okay, and we have this beautiful Taurus card here, my friends. So this Taurus card sitting here is representing that new moon. This new moon represents fresh starts, new beginnings, and releasing old energies. It will help you through self-reflection as well. So, I mean, this is Taurus energy, so it's grounded, stable, but yet it also holds that Venus energy as well, which is abundance, right? Planting seeds for long-term growth. Talking about that finance, that self-worth, things that you want to materialize into your life through manifestations, prayers, your pleasures, your worth, your love. So, I mean, it's Venus energy. She wants it all, right? So, but we do have this unique combo going on over here with the conjunction of Uranus, the planet of sudden change and disruption. So this can mean unexpected new beginnings that shake up your idea of security, pushing you out of your comfort zone to find your truer value and for the things that you really want, right? And that you're really going after. And then, of course, on the 17th, we also have Gemini coming in. So Gemini is also going to be about that communication, the way you're communicating with people, communicating with yourself. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. Okay, so grabbing a moon card. Going to grab a moon card, 2 chakra cards, an oracle card, and then getting through that, then we'll get some clarifiers, right? Some clarifiers out there. Best message, please, for the beautiful Libra Scorpio during this new moon in Taurus. It's a time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Some chakra cards. We have the sacral chakra coming out. Underneath, it's time to release your negativities. And underneath the Taurus, we do have the base chakra, which is the root chakra, coming out. And getting a oracle card. Definitely do see right off the bat, though, that this new moon in Taurus is demanding you that you purge the toxins from your emotional foundations. You can see that right off the bat. You do have Ishtar's Lion Gate 888 standing at the portal. Beautiful. Had a few signs have had that card. Very beautiful. Yeah, this is definitely some raw truth coming out of the situation. Stepping into this profound, energetic, sort of almost like an underworld journey. Wow, with the Scorpio, using your own Scorpio energy over here. We are in Pluto retrograde as well, which is also the sign of Scorpio. Had a lot of Scorpion energy this month, since it is the sister sign to Taurus. So, but it's really talking about bridging your Libra desire for balance and relationship with the, I don't know, it's almost like there's some uncompromising need for some kind of a truth and transformation when it comes to that Scorpion energies. Like Scorpio saying, yeah, but this needs to transpire, this needs to transform, this needs to, I need to purge. That's where that purging for the toxic relationships are. Toxic things within your life. It's going to be the full moon in Scorpio, so it's going to be emotional foundations for your desires. The psychic detox right here. Time to release those negativities. It almost feels like there's some kind of a massive emotional cycle that's dying out. Bringing in that death card of that Scorpio. Scorpio is the death card. Any lingering masks of resentment, bitterness, unspoken traumas are pretty much being forced out of you at this time, and you're being almost like ordered by the universe to stop poisoning your own creative well-being, your relationships with old habits, old grievances, old ideas. It's like it wants you to rewrite your story and come out of the past to come into the present for your future. So there's like things that you're holding on to that no longer serve you, and they're saying, let it go. Those things are not going to help you. It could even be things that you're trying to work on that have been taking so long that you just know I planted these seeds 1,000 times. I've even uprooted these seeds and planted them over here in different soil, different ideas, different things, and they're never growing. There's no germination within that situation. It could be a relationship where it's just like the roundabout, and it's saying it's time to let those go. The karmic cycle is over. You may have already gone through the lesson, and you might be holding on to something that's already dismantled itself. It already pulled itself away. For instance, usually when we're talking about stuff like that, it's usually, I'll say, relationships with people, whether it's friends, could even be family, your relationship, romantic. I'm still holding on to this idea that we can fix this, but it never works. But that karmic contract is over. So it's almost like it's saying with the root chakra that where your safety is anchored, your basic security and survival instincts is releasing the negativity. It's almost like it's dictating the foundation cannot stabilize in this situation. It's just, it's kind of like this is where it is. It's kind of the same thing I said, because that's where it's going, right? You're clearing the emotional soil for something that's healthy. You can say, well, I'm taking root over here, but it's saying, no, I don't want you to continue to keep planting seeds in this area. I want you to, go outside of your comfort zone. Remember that Uranus wants to bring you outside of that comfort zone. So you're holding on to this, what's comfortable, even if it's toxic, even if you know it's not going to work, but that's not helping you. That's keeping you stuck and keeping you from moving forward in the direction that you need to be as you're standing at this lion's gate. These lions are here to help push you through this portal. And it could take you to, I'm standing at this portal now, and then come 8/8, August 8th, you start seeing everything start really coming together for the new foundations that you're building as you're stepping through that portal. Because it says right now, I want you to step through this portal for your destiny, for your wealth, for your power, for your love, for yourself. So it's definitely you standing at this massive evolutionary gate for the infinite abundance of the 888 frequency. But it's like it's waiting for you. It's saying, look, Libra, Scorpio, this is where I want you to be. I want you to be here. I'm pulling you in this direction. You're not just being guided. I actually feel like you're being pulled. And if you can feel that, then you're feeling that imbalance. But remember, this lion is not going to allow you to pass this portal, past this gate, if you're still carrying all that dead weight. It says you have to get rid of that first. I'm not going to let you into my portal with all of yesterday's stuff that you're trying to plant on, in dead soil, on broken foundations. I need you to let go of those things so that you can get back to where you need to be. You need to choose what's right for you, but I'm not going to let you in with yesterday. Release that, let it go, and let's go forward. So Ishtar demands that you claim your power by choosing that raw honesty. And it wants you to be raw with that Scorpio energy over that polite Libra compromise that you want to use, because the gate requires total regeneration. That's the Scorpio energy. Yeah, Because it's saying, otherwise, I can't let you through. You're going to have to wait to the next portal. Or you might have to wait to the Lion's Gate. And I'm not going to let you through. That's the way they work. I've missed so many portals because of that. It'll just tell you, keep working until the next one. Maybe the new moon, we can talk about it, right? That rare new moon. That Sagittarius new moon, or full moon, excuse me. Rare full moon. Yeah, the Empress coming out. The Seven of Wands. To the Ishtar's Lion Gate, Eight of Wands. Wow. To the Judgment Call. That's that wake up. Wow. Okay. So let's look at this. Well, the Empress is a beautiful card because that's a Taurian card. That is the card of Taurus. That is Venus. I mean, just looking at them all together, this is saying this is the intense, fast-moving breakthrough that you're looking for. You're moving from this defensive stance over your creative endeavors, the things you want to create. Empress is about co-creation and procreation, even if you're looking for, you know, having a baby, things like that, right? That's procreation, anything life. Straight through this lightning fast portal of rebirth, because it's going to be a rebirth because you have the Scorpio and then you have the Lion's Gate. So the rebirth is also coming from the Judgment. So, I mean, I'm seeing rebirth all over the place. So it's saying this is definitely this rebirth of yourself, walking straight into your future self, a place you want to be, a place that you've been desiring to be. But it says you have to let go of yesterday. You can't bring yesterday into your future. It doesn't have any space for it. It doesn't have any room for it. It doesn't even make sense for those things to be in your tomorrow. It's kind of like when we're doing manifestation. For those of you who've been here for a long time, we do these manifestation videos, right? And it says, you know, it's kind of like if you're going to be your future self and you want to be rich, you have to see yourself as rich. You can't bring, I'm a poor ass, you know, who can't do anything, into the place of your future self of I'm rich and I make all this money and this is who I am, because the poor ass doesn't match the frequency of the wealthy you. Do you see what I'm saying? So how are you going to bring that in? I mean, there's a lot of different things that I can bring in for this situation. I'm just going to bring that one though, because that's, you know, that is a big one. You know, or how about love? Well, they always do this and they always do that. Well, if you're going to bring all of what, you know, Stephen did with you into needing this new relationship, and you have Greg sitting over here waiting for you, you can't bring what Stephen did into Greg. You're going to destroy that relationship because you're looking for self-sabotage. You're looking for him to do bad things to you, instead of having the faith and the understanding that new love is on the horizon. New love is here because the souls have contracted each other in, or this is what you want. But if you keep bringing in the worries of disappointment into the relationship of how you were treated in the past, that has no room for the new love. That person does not deserve to be listening to all the grievances of what happened yesterday. They listen for a minute, right? But once the accusations start coming in and you start getting yourself all into this, they're going to do this and they're going to do that and they're going to do this and they're going to do that, that will destroy that relationship. So they're saying leave that at the gate. Yes, Stephen was a piece of POS, but Greg is not going to do that. You cannot put another person in someone else's shoes, right? You wouldn't want somebody to do that to you because you would say, stop doing that. I'm not freaking Susan. Right? Just throwing names out, guys. Okay. If those are your names, it was nothing towards you personally. Just throwing out names. I guess next time I'll just use A, B, and C, right? But the point is that no, you have to detox from that, because the Empress says you are from this place of fully manifesting in your life through your desires. It's time. You are a magnet. You are going to magnetize yourself, right? But you have to stop with the Seven of Wands defending your energetic territory and start looking for the magic, right? But the Seven of Wands is always in this like standing your ground against old toxic habits, right? But it says, no, I want you to let go of those. I don't want you to be in the defensive mode against your past anymore. I want you to just get out. You have the higher ground now, right? Because it says, what I want you to do is fiercely protect your new foundation and instead of refusing to let go of the negativity that is dragging you down right now. You probably don't even realize how much energy you're actually pushing out there when you're defending everything. That's an energetic pour out and exhausting for the mind, body, and the soul to have to stand up against everything that everybody did in a negative way. This is going to enlighten the situation. So with the Ishtar's Gate, I love this because we have the Eight of Wands to the Judgment. And this is saying where the stagnation is now broken, the energy, this newfound energy that's moving so beautifully. And then you have this news of this new transformation and awakening are coming at you lightning speed. And then that's telling Ishtar's Gate, that's telling the universe, oh, okay, I got the news. So now the portal is pulling you through because you're allowing yourself to. So this rapid movement drops you directly into this total spiritual resurrection, judgment, right? I love it because it's showing, look, if we had the original tarot deck, right, there's always people rising up from the dead, right? Because she's saying, I'm blowing my trumpet for your soul. Because you're being called out of the grave of your past resentments into this completely new version of yourself. You're shedding your old skin and you're totally 100% new and renewed. Healing from all those wounds. Letting go of things that no longer serve you, or letting go so that you can heal. Sometimes we hold on so tight we can't even heal from anything because we're still upset about the situation or allowing it to overcome us. So it says this gate is literally now this evolutionary, believe me, a Lion's Gate is evolutionary. This is an evolutionary leap, quantum leap. But it's going to allow you to stand your ground in the right way. Instantly start moving you with the Eight of Wands, quick, fast, to give you this clean slate and this brand new destiny that is calling towards you, right? Like I said, it's going to take time. Nothing's like, I'm going to do it today and then it's going to happen tomorrow. Some people it does. It depends on what it depends on what you're manifesting. I will always say that because some things really do happen overnight. But most things, it's going to take time because we're in Taurus season. It's going to be a little slow. But the fast in a Taurus is much, what it's saying is it's much quicker than what Taurus would allow. Taurus is slow and steady, wins the race. So it's saying, I'm going to pick up this pace a lot. So you're going to find this fiery energy coming through. That's why I said it could be within the next 3 weeks, 3 months, that you'll start really seeing this big change. It just depends on what you're doing. And everybody's story is going to be different. One will find love, within a week. The other one could take 3 months. However it is. But this is your time to step through that gate. Because it's saying your spiritual resurrection is right here in front of you. That's where your desires are. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.